Great Chicago Fire. 3 things that just don't add up. October 8th, 1871, Chicago goes up in flames. And of course, it was the cow's fault, obviously. Blaming on old Betsy. Everyone heard the story. Miss O'Leary's cow kicked over the lantern, except the guy who wrote that story later admitted he made it the fuck up. Turns out blaming the poor Irish woman and her cow was more convenient than, investigating that bitch. Then you got the peg leg hero, or the arsonist, a guy named Peg Leg Sullivan. Said he saw the fire first, except his story keeps changing. Some people think he actually started the fire and then played the hero, which is a bold move when you're a douchebag with a peg leg. Was it a comet? Oh yeah, some folks believed that Biela's comet rained fireballs on Chicago that night because when in doubt, get to blaming outer space on that mother. You know what I'm saying? Expect science says that meteorites are not hot when they land, so unless it was a space driggity drizzle dragon, then that theory's toast, bruh. Was it a cow, a con artist with a wooden leg, or a rogue comet? Nobody knows, man, but Chicago definitely got roasted. Hit like if you're suspicious too, and share with somebody who still blames the cow. And follow for the next fire because London's heating up. Great Fire of London, 3 things that just don't add up, alright? September 2nd, 1666, London is burning, but believe it or not, it wasn't divine justice. Or was it? The myth is it stopped the plague. Everyone loves the silver lining, man. The fire cured the plague, right? Except no, it didn't. Most plague zones weren't even burned. And people kept dying afterwards. So much for a dramatic comeback arc. Who's to blame? Foreign agents. Early on, rumors blamed French and Dutch saboteurs. Even some shady fireballs launched by foreigners. Then we got Robert Hubert. He confessed mastermind. Except he wasn't even in London when the blaze began. Nice try, though. Number 3. 6 deaths? Really? Official count, 6 people died. 6, huh? But later, historians point out burned bodies and unregistered victims and cold nights in camps, likely hundreds, maybe even thousands. They perished off the record. So yeah, their death toll math was a bit off. A plague-clearing inferno that didn't stop the plague. Foreign scapegoats that weren't even there. Then the death toll more 6 than 6 feet under. Strange how history writes itself. Smash that like button if you smell conspiracy, and tag a friend who loves good mystery. And follow for the next fire because the truth is getting hotter. Now we got the what do we call this here? Pestigo fire. 3 things that just don't add up. October 8th, 1871, while Chicago steals the spotlight, Pestigo, Wisconsin quietly becomes America's deadliest inferno. But it's no big deal. Just the hottest firestorm ever. Or was it just hype? Eyewitnesses described whirlwinds tossing houses into the air and temperatures of 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot enough to melt fucking sand into glass. One problem, though, most of us haven't heard of it because Chicago hogged up the headlines. Fireballs from the sky, literally. Some survivors swore they saw these flaming fireballs raining from the sky. That enters the comet theory, so blame celestial bodies because blaming people is just too mundane. But meteorites aren't actually cold when they land. Death toll math or creative guesswork? Officials estimate range from 1,200 to 2,500 deaths. But with mass graves, 300 bodies each, plus logging camps wiped out, the real number, probably way higher. So yeah, a little light on the record keeping. Is a hidden apocalypse overshadowed by a city's fire? Falling fireballs blamed on space and murky death counts. Pestego's Inferno is screaming cover up. And guess who's still cropping up on your next feed? Smash that like button if you smell smoke in the cover up. Tag a friend who loves true mysteries and follow for more fires because we got more conspiracies coming your way.